جی مصباح الدین تلاوت.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. پیارے حضور، اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. رب هب لی من الصالحین. فبشرناه بغلام حلیم. فلما بلغ معه السعي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. فلما أسلما وتله للجبين وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين. The verses recited before you are taken from chapter 37, Surah As-Saffat of the Holy Quran. I shall now present the English rendering of these verses. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. My Lord, grant me a righteous son. So we gave him the glad tidings of a forbearing son. And when he was old enough to work with him, he said, O my dear son, I have seen in a dream that I am slaughtering thee, so consider what thou thinkest of it. He replied, O my father, do as thou art commanded. Thou wilt find me, if Allah please, of those who are patient. And when they both submitted to the will of God, and he had thrown him down on his forehead, we called to him, O Abraham, thou hast indeed fulfilled the dream. Thus indeed do we reward those who do good. Surah As-Saffat, chapter 37, verses 101 to 106. Jazakumullah.
جزاک حافظ سید اللہ ورک ترجمہ.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ.
السلام.
ابھی آپ کے سامنے سورہ الصافات کی آیات 101 تا 106 کی تلاوت کی گئی ہے. ان آیات کا اردو ترجمہ بیان فرمودہ حضرت خلیفۃ المسیح رابع رحمہ اللہ پیش خدمت ہے. میں اللہ کی پناہ مانگتا ہوں دھتکارے ہوئے شیطان سے. اللہ کے نام کے ساتھ جو بے انتہا رحم کرنے والا، بن مانگے دینے والا اور بار بار رحم کرنے والا ہے. اے میرے رب، مجھے صالحین میں سے وارث عطا کر. پس ہم نے اسے ایک بردبار لڑکی کی بشارت دی، اور جب وہ اس کے ساتھ دوڑنے پھرنے کی عمر کو پہنچا، اس نے کہا، اے میرے پیارے بیٹے، یقیناً میں سوتے میں دیکھا کرتا ہوں کہ میں تجھے ذبح کر رہا ہوں، پس غور کر تیری کیا رائے ہے؟ اس نے کہا، اے میرے باپ، وہی کر جو تجھے حکم دیا جاتا ہے. یقیناً اگر اللہ چاہے گا تو مجھے تو صبر کرنے والوں میں سے پائے گا. بس جب وہ دونوں رضامند ہو گئے اور اس نے اسے پیشانی کے بل لٹا دیا، تب ہم نے اسے پکارا کہ اے ابراہیم یقیناً تو اپنی رویا پوری کر چکا ہے، یقیناً اسی طرح ہم نیکی کرنے والوں کو جزا دیا کرتے ہیں۔ جزاکم اللہ۔
صہیب ظفر روان حدیث۔
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔ پیارے حضور،
وعلیکم السلام۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ اللہم صل علی محمد وعلی آل محمد کما صلیت علی ابراہیم وعلی آل ابراہیم انک حمید مجید۔ اللہم بارک علی محمد وعلی آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد۔ عن أبو عبس رضي الله عنه قال: سمعت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: من اغبرت قدماه في سبيل الله حرمه الله على النار۔ صحيح البخاري كتاب الجمعة۔ The English translation of the hadith presented before you is as follows. Hazrat Abu Abs radiyallahu anh narrates that I heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, anyone whose feet are covered with dust in Allah's cause shall be saved by Allah from the hellfire. Jazakumullah.
حافظ احمد نور بہادر، اردو ترجمہ۔
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔ پیارے حضور،
السلام۔
حضرت ابو عبس رضی اللہ عنہ سے روایت ہے کہ آپ نے رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو فرماتے ہوئے سنا، جس کے قدم خدا کی راہ میں غبار آلود ہو گئے اللہ تعالیٰ اسے دوزخ پر حرام کر دے گا۔ جزاکم اللہ۔
اچھا، اقتباس حضرت مسیح علیہ السلام، سید نواز احمد۔
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔
السلام۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم، نحمدہ ونصلی علی رسولہ الکریم وعلی عبدہ المسیح الموعود۔ حضرت اقدس مسیح موعود علیہ السلام فرماتے ہیں، میں خود جو اس راہ کا پورا تجربہ کار ہوں اور محض اللہ تعالیٰ کے فضل اور فیض سے میں نے اس راحت اور لذت سے حظ اٹھایا ہے، یہی آرزو رکھتا ہوں کہ اللہ تعالیٰ کی راہ میں زندگی وقف کرنے کے لیے اگر مر کے پھر زندہ ہوں اور پھر مروں اور زندہ ہوں تو ہر بار میرا شوق ایک لذت کے ساتھ بڑھتا ہی جاوے۔ بس میں چونکہ خود تجربہ کار ہوں اور تجربہ کر چکا ہوں، اور اس وقف کے لیے اللہ تعالیٰ نے مجھے وہ جوش عطا فرمایا ہے کہ اگر مجھے یہ بھی کہہ دیا جاوے کہ اس وقف میں کوئی ثواب اور فائدہ نہیں ہے بلکہ تکلیف اور دکھ ہوگا، تب بھی میں اسلام کی خدمت سے رک نہیں سکتا۔ اس لیے میں اپنا فرض سمجھتا ہوں کہ اپنی جماعت کو نصیحت کروں اور یہ بات پہنچا دوں۔ آئندہ ہر ایک کا اختیار ہے کہ وہ اسے سنے یا نہ سنے۔ اگر کوئی نجات چاہتا ہے اور حیات طیبہ یا ابدی زندگی کا طلبگار ہے تو وہ اللہ کے لیے اپنی زندگی وقف کرے اور ہر ایک اس کوشش اور فکر میں لگ جاوے کہ وہ اس درجہ اور مرتبہ کو حاصل کرے کہ کہہ سکے کہ میری زندگی، میری موت، میری قربانیاں، میری نمازیں اللہ ہی کے لیے ہیں، اور حضرت ابراہیم علیہ السلام کی طرح اس کی روح بول اٹھے، اسلمت لرب العالمین۔ جب تک انسان خدا میں کھویا نہیں جاتا، خدا میں ہو کر نہیں مرتا، وہ نئی زندگی پا نہیں سکتا۔ ملفوظات جلد اول صفحہ 501 تا 502۔ جزاکم اللہ۔
اچھا، انگریزی ٹرانسلیشن انگلش، حافظ ماہر احمد وڑائچ۔
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, beloved Huzoor.
وعلیکم السلام.
The promised Messiah alayhi salam states, I am myself experienced in this way, and have felt this pleasure and delight merely by the grace and bounty of Allah Almighty. My desire is such that if the price of dedicating my life for the sake of Allah the Exalted be that I die and then come back to life, only to die once more and come back to life again, each time my passion would only increase with pleasure. Therefore, I am myself experienced in this and have felt these effects. Allah the Exalted has instilled such fervor in me for this dedication that even if I was told that there would be no spiritual reward and benefit in this dedication, and there would only be pain and grief, I could still not refrain from this service to Islam. Therefore, I consider it an obligation to advise my community and convey this message to them. Hereafter, everyone is free to heed my words or ignore them. Any one of you who desires salvation and seeks a pure or everlasting life ought to dedicate their life for the sake of Allah. Let each and every one of you strive and anxiously endeavor to reach the stage and rank where they can say that their life, their death, their sacrifices, their prayers are for Allah alone. And in the likeness of Abraham alayhi salam, let their soul proclaim, Aslamtu li Rabbil Alameen, I have submitted to the Lord of the worlds. Until an individual is lost in God and does not give up their life in God's way, they cannot be granted a new life. Malfuzat, English, Volume 2, page 272 to 273. Jazakumullah.
جزاک اللہ. ہاں جی، عقیل احمد اکبر نظم.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. پیارے حضور،
وعلیکم السلام.
منظوم کلام حضرت مسلم عبد رضی اللہ عنہ. خدمت دین کو ایک فضل الہی جانو، اس کے بدلے میں کبھی طالب انعام نہ ہو. دل میں ہو سوز تو آنکھوں سے رواں ہو آنسو. تمہیں اسلام کا ہو مغز فقط نام نہ ہو. عقل کو دین پہ حاکم نہ بناؤ ہرگز. یہ تو خود اندھی ہے گر نہیں ارے الہام نہ ہو. عسر ہو یسر ہو تنگی ہو کے آسائش ہو. کچھ بھی ہو بند مگر دعوت اسلام نہ ہو. खिदमत दीन को एक फज़ल इलाही जानो, इसके बदले में कभी तालिबे इन्नाम ना हो।
Gullah. English translation, Moiz Ahmad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, beloved Huzoor. The poem presented before you is written by Hazrat Muslim Maud, Radiyallahu anhu. Its English rendering is as follows. Consider the service of faith as a blessing from God. Never seek any recompense in exchange for it. There should be passion in the heart. The eyes should be shedding tears. You should possess the spirit of Islam, not just the name. Do not let your intellect dictate your faith, for intellect is blind and without the guiding light of revelation. Whether there is hardship or ease, constraint or comfort, whatever the circumstances may be, calling unto Islam should never cease. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah. अच्छा कितने लोग हैं जिनको उर्दू आती है, समझ आती है, और कितने हैं इनको बोलनी भी आती है अच्छी तरह? अच्छा, बाकियों को उर्दू नहीं आती? ताहिर अहमद, you don't understand Urdu? बोलते हो, थोड़ी बोला करो, उर्दू बोलनी सीखो, पढ़नी सीखो. You try to learn Urdu so that you can read the books of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam in its original form, because translation cannot do proper justice to the actual subject, right? This is how you will understand what Hazrat Masroor wants from us, right? Secondly, and more importantly, whenever you are doing tilawat, jab tilawat kar rahe ho, then you should try to learn the meaning of it as well. Daily read one raku of the Holy Quran with translation. And there is split word translation available on islam.org, I think. At least some chapters are available. Remaining will also be made available, I think, very soon. So try to learn the translation of the Holy Quran so that you know what Allah Ta'ala wants from you, what are the commandments and injunctions given in the Holy Quran, how you should behave, how you should practice your religion. Right? ठीक है ना? दो बातें हमेशा याद रखो. And offer 5 daily prayers. Never ever forget to offer your prayers. Okay? ठीक है ना? कितने हैं लड़के जो 5 नमाजें आज पढ़ी हैं जिन्होंने? Raise your hands. Those who offered their 5 daily prayers. Okay. You see, 5 daily prayers are obligatory on each and every Muslim. Right? You should offer 5 daily prayers. अच्छा, अब बताओ क्या कहते हो? हाँ? किसके पास माइक्रोफोन है?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, beloved Huzoor.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Tamur Abdul Ahmad and I'm from Hartford Jamaat. In Huzoor's opinion, what is one area in which USA Jamaat members, both individually and collectively, need to improve upon?
Offer your obligation of 5 daily prayers. You see, one area, each and every member of the Jamaat should be, you make it a point that he should offer his 5 daily prayers, right? And not only just pray lightly but fervently, right? This is the main thing. ठीक है?
ठीक है, Jazakallah.
This is an obligation. And if you offer 5 daily prayers, you would know your responsibilities. You are in this way you would be discharging your duty towards Allah Ta'ala. And then you will also try to know more about religion and what are your obligations. Okay?
जी Huzoor.
ठीक है.
Jazakallah.
Okay, आगे.
Assalamu alaikum, beloved Huzoor. My name is Ihtisham Najib Chaudhry, and I am from Maryland, Jamaat. Beloved Huzoor, prior to becoming the Khalifa Waqt, how was Huzoor Anwar able to keep such a strong relationship with the Khalifa of the time, including when Huzoor was so far away in Ghana or in Rabwa after Khilafat had moved to the UK? What would Huzoor Anwar advise us in America to do so we can achieve a similar closeness with Khilafat?
I was brought up in such an atmosphere where I was taught that there is no life without khilafat, religious life, right? Spiritual life, right?
Ji.
So, when I dedicated my life, I went to Africa. I used to write to Khalifatul Masih Salas and then to Khalifatul Masih Rabe. I used to write letters to them regularly. And also, I used to pray for myself that I always remain close to the Khilafat and never ever do something which disturbs the Khalifat of the time. So I should never do anything which disturbs Khalifa of the time. So these are the things, and this is how you can strengthen your bond with Khilafat. You should also do in the same way. Right? Try to make personal contact and relation with the Khalifa al-Masih and pray for him daily in your daily prayers. And for yourself as well, that Allah Ta'ala strengthen your faith. Strengthens you in your faith and the bond with and relation with the Khalifatul Masih. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, beloved Huzoor. My name is Qamar Ahmad Khan, and I'm from Central Jersey, Jamaat. Allah Ta'ala states in chapter 4, verse 120, that Satan will incite them and they will alter Allah's creation. Beloved Huzoor, with the advancement in medicine, there are many ways to improve one's appearance, including cosmetic surgery and different transplants. Are these practices forbidden in light of this verse from the Holy Quran?
You see, this is the knowledge given to the human being by Allah Ta'ala. And it is for the betterment of human being. So this is not the change. This is the improvement. Allah Ta'ala, see, this is to improve the life, the quality of the life of a person. Right? But the only thing which is forbidden, Allah Ta'ala says, yes, you would do that one as well. But it will take you to the hell. And it will disturb the peace of the society. And that is cloning. And cloning is forbidden. To change this, you see, by doing cloning, you change all the qualities of human being and make him an animal, or animal, change the animal, shape of the animal. That is wrong. That is forbidden. Otherwise, all other things which are being done, which is the development of the science, is for the betterment of the human being, and that is permissible. Right? Take.
Jazakallah, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Huzoor. Beloved Huzoor, my name is Mustafa Ahmad Zafrullah, and I'm from Philadelphia Jamaat.
Nasrullah from Mauritius?
Originally
Originally from?
from Myanmar, Burma.
Burma, sorry. Yes, sorry, Burma, yes.
My Huzoor, my question is, sometimes we think that as a Waqfenau, volunteering for MKA or Jamaat is enough and we become hesitant in offering full-time commitment to Jamaat. How can we motivate ourselves?
You see, you will have to see to it that whether your parents offered your life or sacrificed their child only for some short period of time, or arzi waqf, or permanently. If you realize this thing, that your parents offered your life for the cause of Islam and Ahmadiyat, then you should not just be satisfied with this just small service of doing voluntary work in MTA or doing some job or giving your duties here as in security or somewhere. No, that is not enough, right? So you will have. This is why I have said that at the age of 15 you should try to renew your bond, that you will continue your waqf, right? And then at the age of 21 again renew your bond and offer that and tell the center that you have completed your studies or you are doing such and such studies, you have completed, you are studying in this subject, and this is your plan and intention. And what should I do further? Will the center, will the Jamaat accept my waqf, full-time waqf, or should, after completing my education, I should do my own job? Then center will guide you. But you should offer your life for the cause of Islam and Ahmadiyat, as your parents promised before your birth. Right?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, beloved Huzoor.
Alaikum assalam.
My name is Mudassar Ahmad and I'm from Richmond Jamaat. If Allah has already written our fate, why should one continue to work hard for their ambitions in this world? If Huzoor can kindly elaborate on this. Jazakallah.
Allah knows your fate, but you don't know. Do you know?
No.
Allah Ta'ala has also said that if you do good deeds, you will be rewarded for that, right?
Yeah.
Allah has also said that if you do something wrong, which is punishable, you will be punished for that, right?
Ji.
Right?
Ji.
So, but that is, Allah Ta'ala did not say that you can never reform yourself and He will never forgive you.
Ji.
This is a narration that there was a person who was a, thorough criminal. He killed almost 99 people, right?
Yeah.
At the end, he came to his mind that he has committed so many sins, so he can never be forgiven. But then somebody told him, or it came into his mind, that no, Allah is all merciful. He can forgive his sins. So he went to a person, a very pious person, and he asked him that I've committed so many crimes, I've killed so many people, and can I be ever forgiven by Allah Ta'ala? That so-called righteous person said, no, you can never be forgiven. Allah Ta'ala will never forgive you. Then he said, okay, I have committed 100 murders, I have killed so many, 199 people, so another one. So he killed that person as well. And later on, somebody told him, yes, that this so-called righteous person was no wrong. There is a person living in a very far off place from this town. So you should go to him. He will tell you how to seek Allah's forgiveness. Right?
Ji.
So he started his journey. While he was going there, he died on the way. And when he died, the angels came, one from the heaven, other from the hell. So one wanted, the angel who came from the heaven, he wanted to take him to the heaven because he was trying to seek forgiveness, Allah's forgiveness. And the one who came from the hell, he said, no, he will take his soul to the hell because he has committed so many crimes. Right?
Yeah. Ji.
So later on they decided that you should measure the land. When they started measuring it, so Allah organized in such a way that the distance he has traveled towards the person he was going for seeking for his guidance or the forgiveness of Allah. So it happened in such a way that distance was more than the distance he was going towards. Right? So that means the distance from that area where he was going to seek forgiveness was short or small than the area he has covered. Right? So then the angel who came from the heaven, he took him to the heaven. So in this way, Allah Ta'ala forgave him. Despite the fact that he has committed so many sins, he was forgiven by Allah Ta'ala. So Allah Ta'ala is all merciful. So you cannot say that Allah Ta'ala knows our fate. He knows that, but his attribute is all merciful. Right?
Ji. Ji.
And he's forgiving. So Allah Ta'ala can forgive your sins, but our duty is to abide by the commandments of Allah Ta'ala and try to do as much as we can according to the commandments of Allah Ta'ala.
Ji.
Okay? If we are doing in such a way, Allah Ta'ala is all forgiving, all merciful. He can forgive us.
Ji.
And He can change our fate at the end of the time. Okay?
Okay. Ji.
You cannot say that Allah Ta'ala knows our fate. Allah Ta'ala knows that if you keep on doing it, He will send you to the hell. Allah Ta'ala knows that if you stop doing something and seek His forgiveness, then Allah Ta'ala will forgive you as well. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Pyare Huzoor. My name is Gulshane Ashraf and I'm from Richmond Jamaat. Does Huzoor think that the recent flooding in Pakistan is a punishment of Allah due to their persecution of Ahmadis in Pakistan?
You see, not only the persecution of Ahmadis in Pakistan, there are quite a number of wrong deeds they have been doing. Right? Even their own political leaders and their own mullahs have now started saying that this flooding and all the natural hazards or the chaos in the country, the political disturbance, all is the punishment from Allah Ta'ala. But they do not want to realize this fact that it is because of their bad habits, bad deeds, and killing innocent people. So, I think it can be one of the causes.
Jazakallah, Pyare Huzoor.
Right?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, beloved Huzoor. My name is Fateh Manu, Atlanta Jamaat. At times we are too tired and lazy to offer salat on time, and we promise to do it later. How can we overcome this laziness to offer salat on time?
When you are tired Have you ever thought that you leave your lunch or your food, your dinner? No?
No.
Even you are tired. Huh? So, if you want your physical food at that time, despite the fact you are tired, then your salat is your spiritual food.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Make it a point, you see. If you have a firm faith, you have a fear of Allah Ta'ala, and you know this is your obligation, then you will have to offer your salat.
Ji.
Okay?
Ji.
You know the importance of salat. It brings you close to your Creator, to the Allah Ta'ala.
Ji.
Right? If you know that Allah Ta'ala is the provider of everything, and whatever you are getting is because of the blessing of Allah, then you have to show your gratitude to Allah Ta'ala. And one way of this is offering salat on time and without any laziness. Okay?
Ji. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum, beloved Huzoor. My name is Ismail Ahmad and I'm from Maryland. Recently, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, and Huzoor offered condolences to her family. What is one quality that Huzoor liked the most in Her Majesty and that other future leaders should also possess?
She was the queen, monarch of the country, so it was my duty, being a subject of that country, I should send my condolence message. And this is what I did. And this is the history of British Empire, that you see, even since the time of their colonialism, they gave free hand to every religion, despite the fact they were Christian government in subcontinent India, British government, and that was the Christian. Preachers were there, and Christian preachers were being supported by the government, and despite that, they gave free hand to Muslims to offer their prayers. Before that, Muslims were not being given free hand to pray according to their wish. Even their mosques were so empty. They were not being allowed to go to the mosque during the Sikh government. So this is why Hazrat Muslim ﷺ praised British government, and this is why we say, okay, although they have done some wrong things as well, but the main thing is that they gave free hand to every religion to discharge their, duties or offer their prayers according to their beliefs, right? This is why we praise them, and this is why we say that under the umbrella of British government, Muslims survived. Otherwise, they would have lost their faith. Right?
Jazakallah, Huzoor.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Pyare Huzoor.
Assalam.
My name is Shayan Aslam and I'm from Maryland Jamaat. Huzoor, after visiting Zion, Dallas, and now Maryland, how does Huzoor feel about the USA tour? What did Huzoor like the best so far, and what can be improved?
Every place is the best place. Wherever I see Ahmadis, they are good, they are strong and staunch Ahmadis. And so they were happy, they were coming for prayers. So I am happy with them. Right?
Jesus.
So I cannot compare. You're all good. See, I did not go and see outside, only the mosques and the Ahmadis. And I am happy that you all have strong faith in Ahmadiyyat and good relation with the Khilafat. And I pray that you keep on strengthening your faith and the bond with the Khilafat.
Huzoor, Jazakallah. Ameen.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi beloved Huzoor. My name is Mirza Ahmad Beg and I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. What specific guidance would Huzoor offer to prospective lawyers who wish to help the humanity?
Specific guidance?
Yeah.
Justice. And try to find the absolute justice, the commandments of absolute justice given in the Holy Quran. Right? So you should find out your guidance from the Holy Quran. There are quite a number of verses there. Even I have quoted some of the verses in my different addresses. And you are playing your role in this regard. That is the thing which can help you to serve humanity. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, beloved Huzoor.
Wa alaikum salam. Now you are the right person. Your sound can be loudly listened everywhere.
My name is Farhan Sami Jadran, and I'm from North Virginia Jamaat. In Huzoor's opinion, is it safe for Ahmadis residing in the United States of America to do Hajj or Umrah?
Yes, you can do it. This is not written on your passport that you are an Ahmadi. So if you want to go, you can go.
Jazakallah, Huzoor.
Assalamu alaikum, beloved Huzoor.
As-salam.
My name is Fahad Mia and I'm from Oshkosh Jamaat. When Huzoor visits a country, all Ahmadis of that particular country wish to meet Huzoor with their families. But very few Ahmadis get the chance to do so. What guidance does Huzoor have for the Ahmadis who miss the opportunity to not get disheartened?
You see, there are quite a number of Ahmadis, not only here in the United States, in Pakistan. There are millions of Ahmadis living in Pakistan, right? In India, in Africa. So Khalifa of the time cannot go to each and every country to see the Ahmadis there and meet them there. So now, this is Allah's blessings that we are in contact through MTA. And every Friday, you listen to the sermon of Khalifatul Masih, right? So, if you have a strong and firm bond with the Khilafat, you should listen to the khutbahs and try to practice it. That is how you can please Allah Ta'ala, and it is how you can strengthen your bond with the Khilafat. And this is the only thing. Just seeing and meeting with the family is not your only objective or aim. No. The main thing is that you try to strengthen your faith and the bond with the Khilafat, as I have already said. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How old are you? How old are you?
12.
12?
Yes.
Acha. Okay. Now, what is the question?
My name is Asaf Tafim and I'm from North Jersey Jamaat. I am 12 years old. What was Huzoor's favorite sport when he was of my age? And what subjects did Huzoor find the most enjoyable?
I used to play cricket, but I was never good in the game. Okay, right? And if you want to listen the truth, the reality, I never liked any subject. Right? But Allah Ta'ala helped me, and I was an average student. Okay?
ठीक है,
Great job.
जज़ाकल्लाह.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi, beloved Huzoor.
My name is Atsam Abbasi, and I'm from
But you should not behave like this. Huh? You should work hard. Huh? You are Waqfenau, and you should have you. No, this boy, Asaf.
Yes.
What is your intention? What do you want to be in future?
Engineer.
Engineer, yes. You should work hard if you want to become an engineer. Okay? Better.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi, beloved Huzoor. Atsam Abbasi from Maryland Jamaat. For students going to college or are in college, how can we maintain a balance between Jamaat, work, and our education?
You to go to the college for 5 days and 2 days are free, the weekends. Instead of wasting time on your weekends, spending time here and there, and spending most of your time sitting on the computer or seeing something wrong, watching just nonsense. You should give that time to the Jamaat. First thing is, ask your Qaid Khuddam Ahmadiyya to give you some work. If he gives, well and good. Otherwise, at least spend 4 to 5 hours at the weekends on your religious studies to increase your religious knowledge, right? And this is how you can increase your religious knowledge, better your spiritual level, and also it will help you to serve the Jamaat in future, right? And at the same time, you ask your Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya to give you some duties if they want from you. Okay?
Jazakallah, beloved Huzoor.
My name is Muhammad Ahmad Sayyid Tahir and I'm from Baypoint Jamaat. Keeping the most recent needs of Jamaat in mind, what career paths does Huzoor recommend us to pursue after high school?
You see, what is your interest?
My interest is technology.
Huh?
Technology.
Technology, what type of technology? Computer science or?
Mostly computer science.
Huh?
IT. Computer science and IT mostly.
Okay, if you are interested in computer science, you can do it and let the center know that this is the subject of your interest, right? And after completing your studies, you will offer your life as a Waqf-e-Zindagi, right? So then center will decide what to do, whether they will allow you to do your own work or do. But at present, you should just concentrate on the subject which you like more. Okay?
Jazakallah, Huzoor.
और that's all. अच्छा वक्त भी खत्म हो गया. अल्लाह हाफिज़ हो. अच्छा चलो कर लो एक सवाल.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, beloved Huzoor.
Wa assalam.
My name is Atfal Khuddam and I'm from the Philadelphia Jamaat. My question is, for those Waqfenau who have finished their education and are unable to obtain employment in their field of study, should they seek employment in other industries or still continue to pursue opportunities in their field?
You see, being a Waqfenau, after completing your studies, first you should write to the center. Seek guidance from the center that now you have completed your studies. What should you do? Either Jamaat wants you as a regular employee of the Jamaat, as a Waqfenau, or you should continue with your own work. Then, in each and each individual case, then center will decide, guide you accordingly. Okay?
Okay.
But for the time being, instead of wasting time here and there, if you get any job in any of the field, even odd job, you can do it. If you get any odd job, even not of your field, then instead of wasting time, it's better to keep yourself busy in that job, right?
Yes, Huzoor.
And write to the center for further guidance. Okay?
Okay, yes, Huzoor.
Chalo, वक्त ख़त्म हो गया. अल्लाह हाफिज़ हो. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.